Okay, very good morning. Let's proceed to inform the public that the NAM stroke G77 plus China summits have kicked off peacefully. You're aware that this double summit is primarily taking place at Speak Resort Munyonyo. We don't have any untoward incidents of security concern. Several of the heads of state from the NAM countries, in addition to thousands of foreign and local dignitaries, staff, journalists are already in attendance amidst very strict security and safety measures. We released the safety measures and security measures that are in place, and we want to inform you that these safety and security measures are continuing to be reviewed and implemented around the venues, routes, the surrounding areas. We have a few related cordon and road closures in the surrounding areas. Access to all venues have been restricted to accredited individuals only. Then additional safety measures are also being implemented at Entebbe International Airport within the city to facilitate the movement of the high-level dignitaries. Again, as observed, additional police and UPDF officers have been deployed to monitor all gatherings, and what we have is that we've not had many disruptions this morning, but we are going to continuously regulate to ensure that the other daily activities of Ugandans, businesses and movements are not highly disrupted. We also want to advise the public, especially those around summit venues, to put in considerable extra time for travel, including along the designated routes to Entebbe International Airport and Munyonyo due to the increased security measures that are in place. Then we have not had any incidents of public disorder. Usually when you have such highly billed events, we have activists who usually take opportunity to carry out protests and acts of public disorder. We've not registered any, and generally we still have a very peaceful environment. To clarify on a statement that we issued, it was a message to managing directors of private security organizations on the manner with which they should do on the security of guns under the private security organizations. So there are those who are sort of misinterpreting it like there's a ban now on the use of guns by private security organizations, which is not true. The managing directors of these private security organizations were simply asked to explore the possibility of keeping guns at areas of deployment where the guards on rotation hand over to the incoming, or a collective transportation where the guns are transported maybe in their vans and without having them exposed. Remember, we are having heightened security, and of course we know that we have to ensure that we tighten all areas where guns can easily be stolen, grabbed, and misused. So it is against that background that we advised the managing directors to comply with the guideline.
We are here to update you on what is happening on the roads as the NAM and G77 plus China summits commence. So we are here to clarify on exactly what is going to be on the roads in as far as traffic issues are concerned. We are all aware that we are receiving our visitors through in Entebbe International Airport, and we are going to have two main routes for these delegates. And these routes are the route that begins from Entebbe, from the international airport, comes up to Mpara, then it joins the Kampala Express, or Kampala Expressway. When these delegates get to Kajansi interchange, we shall see some of them take the route to the summit venue, which is Munyonyo, and the other delegates will continue on the Kampala Expressway to join the Kampala Northern Bypass through Bombo Road to Venaisa Road. They join Murago roundabout. They continue on Yusuf Rule Road. They continue up to Nairo Avenue to access their hotels of residence. And the route that is from Entebbe International Airport up to Munyonyo, where the summit venue is, that is the summit route itself, and which is going to be highly guarded or tightly regulated, with a number of diversions and holding of traffic and other road users. But of course, the traffic police will take into consideration of all those who will be accessing the Entebbe airport, those who have flights and those who are coming in the country. So on this very route of Kampala Expressway to Munyonyo, we don't expect there motorcycles, and all other motor vehicles on these routes will be diverted onto different routes. For example, we shall have diversions on Serena Chigo traffic lights. We shall have diversions on Mutungo Chitiko traffic lights and Busabala traffic lights for all vehicles which are going to be sited on the Munyonyo Spa, or which is our summit route. And we shall also have, if need arises, if there is need for this, we shall also have most of the motor vehicles who reside in Entebbe that want to access Kampala city. They will all be diverted at Mpara. They will all be diverted at Mpara to take the Entebbe highway, so that the Impala that joins the Kampala Expressway is only left to be used by our delegates. Still on Munyonyo Road or Munyonyo Spa, vehicles that will be approaching Munyonyo coming from Gaba Road, they will all be diverted to UCB Road to access Buziga and the Rukuri areas. When it comes to the northern bypass, we shall have a diversion at Busega flyover and on the slip roads to restrict all vehicles from accessing the Kampala Entebbe Expressway. This is only when there is a need for that. Still, we also expect other traffic diversions along the entire northern bypass up to Chebando Chisasi roundabout. We shall have these diversions at Sentema. We shall have these diversions at Nansana, then at Bwaise, Karerwe, Chebando, and the Chisasi interchange. Flyovers and also on the slip roads to restrict vehicles from accessing the northern bypass. At Bwaise flyover, traffic will be diverted to Sir Apollo Kagwa Road to access the city center. We shall have traffic on most of all the road junctions and access roads, and traffic will be regulated by these traffic officers according to the movement of the delegates. Like I said before, we don't expect motorcycles access the summit route, which is Entebbe Airport up to Speak Resort Munyonyo. We also don't expect stages of border borders around some of the selected hotels where most of these guests are going to be residing. So we thus advise all those that have flights at the international airport to plan their journeys in time to avoid inconveniences. So this plan is issued for everyone to prepare in time. If we can get up early to get to our places of work or to other journeys, please let us do so. So this one comes to make you prepare in time, well knowing in your minds of the routes which are going to be used by these delegates, and that there is heavy deployment of traffic, and that this traffic will be regulating according to the movement of these delegates. So please, we urge you that you comply with the directives of the traffic officers who will be everywhere. And we are much sure that wherever the officers will direct you to, you will still access your destination. So the rest of the things, we shall get them in the field as we start using these roads. I thank you.